Now, my mum always said to me, Aaron, you are who you hang out with. And right now, I'm going to tell you, I feel like a rock star. Tim, you already were my rock star friend. You've got your Ferrari, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you've been surpassed now by our new friend, or my
Danny.
new friend, Danny, who has a man cave and 5 sexy ladies.
Thank you very much.
Now, Danny, where are we? What is this place?
Well, this is my home, and it's something that I've dreamt of for a long time, Aaron, so I always wanted to have a nice man cave. So when I bought this house, it had a tennis court in the back garden, and I thought, well, the back garden was a tennis court, and I thought, who needs that?
Don't need it.
Turn it into a man cave.
Spending time with both of you, forgetting what a Ferrari's worth, you have an amazing passion for a Ferrari.
Yeah, I think it's the, I don't know, for me it's the amazing engineering, and it's just the beautiful lines and the shapes, and it's like a piece of art. And when you drive it, you know, you can't help but smile. The best time to drive, I think, is early morning when there's not much traffic on the road and when you can stretch its legs a little bit and just really enjoy it. It just puts a smile on my face. I don't know about you, Danny, I'm sure it does for you.
Well, a little bit. Well, these older cars, Aaron, are very hard to drive, mate. They're nothing like the modern day supercars. They got very hot cockpits. The air conditioning doesn't work. It was there for looks only. A lot of the switches and gauges don't work. The lights, you don't drive them at night. The lights aren't really very good, are they, Tim?
Not really.
But yeah, we're talking supercars here out of the 70s and 80s, the world's first supercars. They're just massive machines, and to me, it's more an event. When I take it for a drive, it's actually an event.
Now, it goes without saying that your cars are head turners, but what I find even more impressive is the memorabilia you have in the room.
Oh, fantastic, yeah. Well, I wanted to create a whole theme. So it was not just a garage with cars in it, and I wanted to just put all the right signage and the old signs. So I've been collecting them for a long time. Some of these signs go back to the 30s. A lot of them are the old enamel signs, very sought after and very collectible today, and they just form part of the feeling of the place. I try and have only original. I like everything to be original. I don't like copies, and even the houses and the pumps and all that, I keep them as original as possible.
It's fair to say that what you've actually got here isn't a man shed or a man cave. It's almost like a man museum.
Correct,
isn't
mate.
it?
That's what I call it. It's my museum, absolutely. Because this stuff will live on beyond me, and it'll be handed down to my kids, and it'll just form part of the family museum.
Now, Danny, Tim's been my, I suppose, Ferrari guide throughout the years. One thing that blew me away was discovering that there's a lot of the car, if not all of the car, is handmade.
Absolutely, yeah. And a couple of the cars here are also, there's a lot of aluminium in them. So you don't want to go pushing them if they break down, because you'll dent the panels. But yes, they're handmade, hand-beaten. You begin to appreciate the artwork that's gone into designing that car.
I think one of the things with these cars is they're built for speed and they're not built for comfort.
That's right.
You know, everything about the Italian supercars is all about lightweight, high performance, and comfort is very low on the priority list.
Very low, yeah. And luggage.
No luggage. No luggage. Limited amounts of luggage, but hugely powerful. They stop well, they handle well,
yep.
And the driving experience is great. But you don't want to go for a 3 or 4 hour drive in them. You want to go for a short, spirited drive, and then come and put them away.
That's
because it's a workout, you know.
Absolutely.
Shoulders, arms, legs.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I tell you what, it's just so nice to see you guys just talking and forgetting I'm here. Is it because I drive a Rap?
It's because you've got no hair.
Don't know what you're talking about, Tim. Now, before we go to the break, later in the show, you're going to walk us through and introduce us to each of your beautiful ladies. What would be your favourite bit of memorabilia?
Okay, yes. There's an old gas pump over there that is unrestored from the 1930s, and it's even got a stained glass, and it's just the way it was found. And I just love it. I just think it's fantastic, and it works in here because everything is so pristine, and that is just the way it was found in the back of some junkyard.
I tell you what, I feel like that gas pump at the moment, fellas. That's how I feel. After the break, Ross Dunkerton's going to introduce you to the brand new Toyota Hiace, thanks to City Toyota, and later in the show, I'm going to find out which one is Danny's favourite.